Some of us approach this daily reflection as an item on our daily to do list, something that needs to be quickly checked off so that we can get on with the next urgent and maybe not as important item on the list. And some of us approach the daily reflection as a time to be still and enjoy God's presence. Truth be told, I have been on both lists. But today's gospel is one that we should read slowly, maybe twice, because it's full of a wonderful, thought provoking imagery. While reading it, or maybe after you've read it, because it's hard to read and close your eyes, but while you read it, close your eyes and remember the colorful paintings that you saw as a child of Jesus sitting in the boat along the shoreline, dressed in a resplendent white robe, addressing the throngs gathered to hear him. Picture the disciples straining to lift nets brimming with fish into the boat. And then there is the image of Jesus saying to Simon, "Don't be afraid. From now on you will be catching men." What kind of image does that create for us? Jesus with his hand on Simon's shoulder, telling him this cryptic message, or an authoritative Jesus pointing his finger at Simon? But more important than the image is the question, what was Jesus really saying to Simon, a professional fisherman, when he uttered those words? And what is he saying to us today in this passage? Was Jesus challenging Simon to look beyond what he did for a living and to focus instead on what he could do to share God's message of love and forgiveness? If true, then this is the challenge for us, to be more than just dutiful parishioners who share our income with the church each Sunday when the offering basket is passed. Are we like Simon, being asked by Jesus to share the good news and become fishers of men? If we agree with the call to action that Jesus shared with Simon, then our challenge is to expand our efforts beyond sharing our weekly income and become active in how we live our faith in service to others. How can we become more involved in our community? How can we demonstrate that Christ is the center of our lives? How can we live our faith with those who share our belief and help guide into the net of safety those who are on the fringe of society, who are disenfranchised, weak, or lonely? Our gifts to support the church are worthy, but our active participation in the lived gospel is the real work of the church that Jesus wants and needs us to do. Maybe we need to remind ourselves of the old adage, walking with Christ means walking like Christ. Walking with Christ means walking like Christ. Amen.